Southwest Florida just saw its strongest buyer momentum in over a year. Pending sales are up 21 to 29% in every major city. Closed sales are surging, and mortgage applications just hit highs we haven't seen since early 2023. If you've been waiting, your window might be right now. If you're thinking about moving here, relocating, or buying new construction, I've helped dozens of people do it the right way. My contact information is in the description. Reach out anytime. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kim Feltis, your relocation and new construction expert here in Southwest Florida, and I want to get straight to it because the November market numbers just gave us the clearest signal we've seen in 12 to 18 months. Mortgage applications just hit levels we haven't seen since early 2023. That tells you something important. Buyers aren't window shopping anymore. They're engaging lenders, locking rates, and writing offers. And it shows up in the local data. Pending sales across Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples, and Bonita Springs, Estero jumped between 21 and 29% in November. Closed sales are up too, which means buyers aren't just thinking about moving, they're actually moving. And here's the interesting part. Prices are softening, especially in Fort Myers and Bonita Springs, Estero. Normally when you see a demand spike, you see prices accelerate. But right now, we have a rare window of leverage for buyers. Let's break down the numbers city by city so you can understand where the opportunities really are. Okay, so I've got my chart pulled up here, and as you can see, this is for Bonita Springs, Estero, Naples, Cape Coral, and Fort Myers. And we are doing this for a 1-year period, and it's going to start off with the median sales price. And as you can see, Bonita Springs is at $500,000, which is down 4.8%. Naples is at 560 at minus 4.7%. Cape Coral is at 380, 745, down 1.6, and Fort Myers is down 18.3% at 335. And as you can see, some of these are going down and some of them are going up in recent times. So now if we look at new listings, we're down 13% in Bonita, down 17.4% in Naples, down 28% in Cape Coral, and down 27% in Fort Myers. So when you take the new listings and the amount of homes for sale, you can see we are down in a couple of areas and up slightly in Bonita Springs. So everybody that thinks that our market is oversaturated with inventory, as you can see, it is actually down. Our highs were in March, which is the season, but year over year, we're still at up 1.7% in Bonita, down 0.7, down 17.2, and down 6.2. So when you see that, we are not in a very large inventory situation, so that doesn't really come into play that much. Let's take a look at pending sales. And in pending sales, we have up 25% in Bonita Springs, up 29 in Naples, up 31 in Cape Coral, and up 30 in Fort Myers. Now this is year over year, but as you can see in the last couple of months, they are ramping up quite a bit as well. Now when we go back to last year in November, there was a same indication for 1 month between October, but September was still going down, as you can see. So now we're in September, October, and November, all three trending upward, except for Cape Coral went down slightly and then back up. And as far as closed sales go, if you look at it in the short term, closed sales all went down between last month and this month. However, if you look at Fort Myers, we're up 14.6, Cape Coral is up 9.4, Naples is up 8, and Bonita Springs is up 32%. So the numbers are converting more closed applications as well as more pending sales. So that to me means it looks like we're trending in the right direction. Now let's look at days on market, and as you can see, they have dropped off considerably in the last month. So we're still up in 3 of the 4 areas, up 3.9% in Bonita. Naples is up 20, Cape Coral is up 24, and Fort Myers is down 25. So you can see recently. These are all dropping off. They were at highs right here. So we were in the 80 to 90 day range just in August, and now we're down to 53, 66, 66, and 42. Now, if we look at this is the last list to median or last list to sale price. So when you look at this, we are still staying relatively the same as we were last year. The biggest drop is a 1% drop in Cape Coral to 97.2. And this just indicates the difference between what the last list price was on MLS to what it closed at. So say if it was on the market at 500,000 and it closed at 465, that's where this number comes into. It's the last list price to the last sale price, not the price that it was put on the MLS at, and they've had a few price reductions. This is the last price that it was at on MLS compared to what it is closed at now. So when you take all this into consideration, I think we've got a lot going on in our market that's starting to show a little bit of shift towards more buyers coming to the market. And when you add this to the Mortgage Bankers Association saying that we've had more applications year over year than we've had in the last, well, actually more applications per month than we've had since early 2023. You put these two things together, people are actually buying homes now, and the applications are getting stronger. So with that said, I think we're looking at a pretty good turn into the season down here in Southwest Florida. If you'd like a breakdown community by community, or if you want to know which builders are offering incentives right now, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. The link is below. I work with relocation buyers every week, and I'd be happy to help you find the perfect home.